Picture this. You're at the zoo. Kids are screaming. Peacocks are showing off. A monkey just stole someone's sunglasses. You're surrounded by creatures that look nothing like you. And yet, somehow, you feel a strange sense of connection. What if I told you that you're not just a visitor here? You're family. Every cage, every pond, every perch is a reunion. Lions, penguins, cockroaches. Relatives. Sounds ridiculous, right? But stay with me, because inside this zoo hides the greatest idea ever discovered by a human being. Let's start with the big question. Why do we even exist? It's the one question every human has whispered to themselves at 2 a.m. staring at the ceiling fan. Why are we here? What's the point of all this? In 1838, a 29-year-old guy named Charles Darwin, who, fun fact, used to collect beetles so obsessively that once he shoved one in his mouth because his hands were full, finally answered that question. And no, the answer wasn't because God was bored. Darwin realized something extraordinary. Species aren't frozen in time. They evolve. Slowly, relentlessly, inevitably. Think of it like a massive family tree. Every branch is a species, and if you climb back down far enough, the branches all connect to the same trunk. The chimpanzee and you? Cousins. Humans and tigers? Cousins. Even you and the banana you had for breakfast? Cousins. That's because everything alive today can trace its existence back to a single, self-replicating molecule that appeared about 4 billion years ago. The ultimate ancestor. The one ancestor to rule us all. I'm just kidding. Darwin deduced from careful studies of fossils and his expeditions that all species, including humans, were not created independently, but they descended from a common ancestor. We are here because over time, we evolved, adapted, and survived. Well, let's move on to the next big question then. Which organisms become branches in the great tree of life, and which don't? Who decides? Okay, so picture this. You're at the zoo. You stroll past the flamingos, the elephants, the lions, and instead of just thinking, oh, cool animal, imagine saying, hey, great, 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 a million times great Uncle Leo, looking sharp with those teeth. Because here's the thing. The only reason lions have those sharp teeth is thanks to a phenomena called natural selection. Over countless generations, lions with slightly sharper teeth got more food, survived longer, and passed on those genes. Step by step, tooth by tooth, the fangs got sharper. Meanwhile, gazelles developed faster legs to escape. It's like a never-ending arms race. Sharper teeth versus faster hooves. Nature's version of Tom and Jerry, except with way more blood. And here's the trippy part. This slow, blind process of trial and error explains everything. Your hands, your eyes, your dog's wagging tail, the wings of a butterfly. None of it was designed. It was sculpted by time and survival. That was Darwin's big idea, the greatest idea anyone's ever had. The answer to the timeless question of why we exist. We exist because we evolved. Every living being alive today is the result of millennia of natural selection, or, as Darwin would like to put it, descent with modification. The idea that species change over time, and like the lion's fangs, the fittest modifications survive and make it to the family tree. So, when you walk through a zoo, what you're really seeing is the long-lost branches of your own family tree. A tree that began 4 billion years ago. Picture Earth then. No plants, no animals, nothing living. Just a boiling ocean. And inside it, one tiny molecule capable of copying itself. That's where it all began. The ultimate ancestor of everything alive today. From that spark, branches began to split. One of the earliest to drift away from us? Mushrooms. Yes, believe it or not, humans and fungi once shared a common ancestor. We parted ways over 1 billion years ago. So the next time you eat pizza with mushrooms, remember, you're technically having dinner with a very distant cousin. A few 100 million years later, another split. The fish. They stayed in the water, while one brave branch of our family tree crawled onto land, sprouting legs and lungs. That decision changed everything. Fast forward, reptiles break off, giving rise to crocodiles, living fossils that have barely changed in 200 million years. Imagine that. Every crocodile you see today is basically a snapshot of your scaly great-uncle who never left the swamp. Keep climbing the tree, and mammals appear. Out of that branch come rodents, cats, dogs, elephants, and primates. And then the most dramatic split of all, humans and chimpanzees, just 7 million years ago. In evolutionary terms, that's yesterday, which means when you look into the eyes of a gorilla or a chimp, You're seeing the reflection of a sibling who simply took a different path. And here's the mind-bending part. Out of all those billions of branches, mutations, and extinctions,
Fatality.
somehow you exist. The odds? Astronomical. Some scientists estimate the chance of you being born exactly as you are is about 1 in 400 trillion. Think about that for a second. Every species that ever lived had to survive long enough to pass the torch, leading all the way to you. But here's the kicker. You don't even have to buy a zoo ticket to feel Darwin's great idea. Step outside, look at the trees, the birds, the bugs, or just open your fridge. Life is family. Family is life. A trip to the zoo isn't just a weekend outing. It's a pilgrimage to evolution, the greatest idea ever conceived. And if you listen closely, you might just hear it whispering through the roars, chirps, and growls around you. Welcome back, cousin. Just maybe don't try to hug a tiger. That family reunion might end a little too soon.